How to avoid going broke or impoverished this year. Approximately how many of you can confidently state, I am 100% financially secure? If, as an example, your revenue came from, will there be adequate funds to provide for yourself for the coming 2 years or more if you were surprisingly cut off? What has been happening around the world with the continuous pandemic is truly awful. But where will you stand financially if the pandemic lasts one more year? These are the difficult questions that we must constantly ask ourselves. You should listen carefully to everything I'm going to say if you feel unsure regarding some of the responses to those questions. Take a pen and some notepad as you'll need to take notes. Number 1, do a financial analysis of your present situation. The challenging questions start at this point. You must be really truthful with yourself. You must state your exact income, including current and past due debt, along with all expenses. Financial awareness is the first step toward financial independence. In life, you should be completely aware of every income that is coming in and going out, much like in a business, wherein you must always be mindful of your figures. Find a book that will solely include information on your earnings, or launch a drive on your computer to save this information. Be as transparent as you can when recording your genuine financial position. After completing this, you can move on to the following action. Number 2, establish a mission statement. This is so cliche, I understand, and you've certainly already heard this 7 million if not 15 million times. And yet everyone needs guidance. Think of it as your very personal GPS, and a vision statement will provide it for you. It is one of the most critical moves you can perform to better your finances and your welfare, and it also needs to keep you focused. Anywhere you envision yourself in the following 3, 6, and 10 years must be highlighted on this statement. Be as practical as you can while maintaining your goal. If you desire your dream property, your dream car, or your ideal life, list it in there. If you envision a $20 million property, put it down there. You might not achieve it within a year or two, but a 6 or greater schedule would indeed be reasonable. After you've made one, be sure to hang it up somewhere you'll see it regularly in order for it to serve as a continual reminder of your goals. Number 3, review your expenditures. The following stage is to examine where and how you spend your funds. You must keep track of your spending for the following 3 months in order to complete the stage. I understand that keeping a record or even beginning to keep track of what you spend money on every day for 90 days sounds daunting and perhaps even a little dull. However, as you get going and gain speed, it really becomes simpler, which may amaze you. It will be tedious for the initial weeks, but after some time, it will become a part of your daily routine. And eventually, you won't be able to make any money without keeping track of it. You will be able to clearly see any unfavorable tendencies in your spending after keeping track of your purchases for 90 days. Whether you overspend on coffee, buy clothes you might not need, or have a companion who consumes a large portion of your salary. Ask yourself if all is well, as every product on your shopping list is indeed necessary. By essential, I mean that you can manage without it. For instance, you can live without a new smartphone or a TV upgrade this year, but you require food to thrive. Create another list containing only the necessities after you have reviewed every item on the original one. This list will serve as your additional spending guide. Here's the catch. You can't even spend more than what's listed on the list. In fact, the only adjustment you can do is to spend less. Relocating into a smaller place, missing a trip, exchanging your costly automobile for a less pricey one, And trading other perishable assets like your boat, if you own one, or any unneeded stuff are all actions that could be made at this stage. I also adore the concept of using J Financial Z's maxim. If you can't buy it twice at a go, then you can't afford it. Why not get a $20,000 vehicle instead of putting money aside for a $40,000 vehicle and use the savings? Rest or invest the remaining funds in a more beneficial fund. Another valuable piece of advice is to only spend a lot on things that will gain value over time. Number 4, keep building your savings. Make sure that at least 15%, preferably 25% of your earnings is placed in a savings account that offers high returns. You should get started saving as soon as you can. As far as I'm concerned, saving is the ideal strategy to begin accumulating a sizable cash reserve that you can afterwards utilize to invest in other excellent ROI ventures. Therefore, setting up automatic withdrawal mechanisms so that funds are instantly sent to a savings account whenever it enters your account is one of the nicest options you can do to protect your finances. Saving is vitally essential if you want to feel financially secure. Ensure your savings account, nevertheless, is one that pays interest. Find banks with high rates of interest to maximize your return on investment. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions about investing. Let's return to the video. Number 5, get an expert involved. You can now hire an expert when you have some funds and your spending is under control. Although not fully needed, this step has the ability to be a game changer. It's fantastic to get broad financial assistance from textbooks, periodicals, or videos, but a financial advisor will provide you guidance that is customized to your goals. Before contacting any potential financial counselors, conduct some background research on them and determine their reliability, ideally on LinkedIn or by speaking with a few of their prior customers. You might think about asking family and acquaintances for recommendations and choosing somebody from your community or neighborhood. Number 6, expand your income sources. Find ways to boost your earnings. This could entail launching a new business, getting a second job, or working as a freelancer on the weekends. Finding strategies to enhance your present earnings is the objective here. Except if you have a newborn to attend to or an existing medical problem, you cannot manage to work less than 10 hours each day. Truthfully, people squander a large amount of time throughout their 30s and 20s on unimportant activities. Every senior will tell you countless tales about how they wish they had pushed harder and taken more chances when they were younger. Hard work and conserving money are therefore essential for leading a good life. Number 7, clear your debt. You should move forward and begin paying your bills now that you've created a vision board, a budget plan, and are completely informed of your financial state. There really are 2 ways to go about doing this. Either you start by paying the less pricey debts first, or you begin by taking on the more costly bills. It all relies on who you are, so you need to be extremely self-aware in this situation. If you're among those individuals who require ongoing encouragement, you must start by paying off your lower-cost bills first, because doing so will provide you motivation and incentive to keep going. Begin with the biggest debts first if you are self-motivated and one of those persons who must complete a task once they put their minds to it. Therefore, when choosing whichever obligation to begin repaying first, you should keep in mind the loan's interest and principal rates. Smaller loans with lower interest rates are more affordable than larger ones with higher interest rates. Therefore, choosing which ones to pay off first relies entirely on you as a person. Yet bear in mind that not all debt is undesirable. Your credit score is based on your debt load. If you don't make loans, your credit rating won't be evaluated using any standards, and if it is low, it can prevent you from borrowing in the future. The way you handle your debt and how you spend your money are the two most crucial factors. It is perfectly acceptable to loan money to finance a home because the value of the property will increase and the interest charged will be offset. In summary, avoid borrowing money to buy items that won't increase in value and make sure to pay all of your bills on time. Number 8, buy appropriate insurance. Many Americans now have access to excellent health care thanks to the Affordable Care Act. However, 23 states are yet to make Medicaid programs available to people who fall below the poverty line. You had better acquire high-quality medical treatment on your own if your state won't aid you. Ask for quotations from various insurance providers and details on the various policies' benefits. Choose a plan that provides the most disease coverage. Even if they can cost a little bit more initially, you'll end up saving a lot of money. Additionally, make sure to insure any valuables or property you own. If you don't have insurance, accidents like fires could ruin your finances and put you in serious debt. Have a life insurance policy as well, which will pay out to your beneficiaries in the event that you pass away or become unable to work for whatever reason. Number 9, upgrading your skill set. Spend money on your studies. When you become more knowledgeable, you are in a stronger position to submit better work applications, hold good positions, or even perform much better for your company. Additionally, companies will find it challenging to lay you off if you have a higher skill set. Ask your HR manager whether your firm offers any educational advantages. You never know, maybe they'd be willing to cover the cost for that new degree. Or else, budget some cash for professional training or the acquisition of new abilities. To expand your connection, go to seminars and business gatherings. There's a reason why they say your network is your net worth. If you follow these steps, within a year or two, you won't be in the same situation. By adhering to these straightforward guidelines, many individuals have improved their financial standing and even achieved financial stability. Number 10, improve your mentality. It takes skill to manage and build a bank account. It necessitates rigid rules, rituals, and discipline. You have to stop looking at income the same way. Avoid letting any dumb blunders set you back after you get a handle on your finances. You must alter your way of life forever. Establish an emergency fund to prevent falling back into your previous problems. Day after day, practice self-control, and you should always be looking for ways to increase your wealth. And never forget that mental wellness starts with money. Hope you have learned something from this video. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more and be more financially literate? Click on the next videos we have in our channel, showing on the screen right now.